Hello, investor and trader. Welcome back to an episode of Live Day Trading Recap. This recap is going to be pretty short. After the recap, I'd like to answer two questions from one of the previous video comments. Maybe it benefit you guys too. Before I continue, just a little disclosure. I'm not a financial advisor or a stock guru or claim to be one. I'm just a random guy on YouTube that loves to trade stocks and invest in the stock market. I make these videos for fun only, and in fact for me to review later on. YouTube is also a place for me to put videos, and I go back and study them later. Talk about my live day trading recap and stuff like that. So it's just not for you guys; it's also for me in the long run, as my journey as a trader and an investor, of course. So let's just begin the footage. DocuSign released earnings. This is why you do not catch a falling knife if you keep getting lower highs and lower highs and lower highs, right? Because when I was a newbie, I would get so excited when I just start seeing this thing just tanking. I would catch here, I would catch here, I would catch here. Next thing you know, I'm down the shithole. That's the wrong way to catch a falling knife. You need to wait for the reversal signal. A lot of people don't understand the reversal signal. It's kind of sad. And then you need a confirmation, not just a reversal signal, because it could be a little bull trap, like right here, right? Look, okay, no, it looks pretty good. I'm gonna jump here and then boom. Okay, looks pretty good. I jump here and then boom. You see what I mean? These are little micro bull trap. I'm about to say bullshit. So as a knife catcher, I need to watch out for that. So the market opens, right? I was trading with a friend on a conference call. Every morning I do a conference call with him. So he trades side by side with me quite a while already. He called it. He said, "Bro, I'm gonna short this." I'm like, "Okay." So he short. I think he wants to short around the 151 and 150 level. However, you see how it's falling, right? As time goes on, he used the 1 minute. He used the 1 minute chart a lot, and I have nothing against trader using 1 minute, but from my honest opinion, 1 minute chart can give you a lot of false signal because when a stock falls, right, it doesn't fall in a straight line like this. It fall and it bounce, it fall and it bounce. Those 1 minute chart can give you false signal, and I keep telling him that because if he just stick to the 5 minute, like I was watching here on my screen, right, what you see is what I see here. So I just watch because I don't want to short because I'm not really good at shorting, so I'm just gonna watch. If I do short, I'll just short parabolics. I don't like to short like this. But anyways, so I'm just watching it, and he called it, man. I'm like, oh, bro. Well, I think he got spooked out right here. See that little pullback right there? He got spooked out. He exited. So I'm like, oh, what the heck? So I'm like, okay, I think it could go much lower because he on the short side, I'm on the long side. I want to catch this knife, but I don't see no reversal. So therefore, this thing can go much lower, right? But only if he stick to the 5 minute, he would make bank. Look at that thing. It keeps falling. Because each of these are lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low. There's no reversal yet, so I'm not gonna jump in, even though the RSI is stochastic low. Patient is the name of the game. Don't be too excited when I was like a noob, like super noob. I would jump in already. Because I was like, dude, how much more can it low? Dude, it can go as low as a 1. It can go low the entire day. So down almost 40%. And it's still going. So right here, a little, nope, not yet. Right here, right? It looks pretty good, right? First green candle shows up, almost. That is why it's so important to wait for the whole 5 minutes. Just to see, it looks pretty green, right? The next thing you know, it pull back down. Now it's forming like, I don't know, like a doji kind of. Yeah, a little doji. Not the best candle, but not so good. What I'm looking for right here for me to enter is right here. It has to be above it. If it's not, I'm not gonna jump in. And apparently it didn't pop, so I didn't jump in. Another bull trap. Right here, it looks like it take out all the stop loss people. There's they call a mental stop and hard stop, right? So right here, you can see common sense, right? If it breaks below, I'm getting out. So it popped back up. I thought that was funny. So take out a lot of stop loss and just pop back up, and now going back down. It's just so tricky. But for me to catch this knife, not yet. Well, I don't see any reversal, so I'm not gonna jump in. I watched this for a while. So after a while, I'm like, yeah, I'm getting tired of watching DocuSign because it's almost an hour already. Of course, I watch other stock too. So here, MRNA. So MRNA looks pretty good. Now, I should have paid attention to MRNA more because I was watching DocuSign, right? Ideally, MRNA entry should be right here, just slightly higher than this, like maybe 305-ish, But I entered 306, like barely. So not a great entry. Because I remember I was watching DocuSign, but I like the formation. These two candles are the same size, almost red to green, create a higher low and a slightly higher high, followed by a higher high, higher low, reversal. But it didn't hit my target, of unfortunately. I was well, it kind of did, but I just couldn't pull the trigger fast enough. These are my mental stop losses right here. Like, okay, this is the first warning. This right here, I need to get out. So I just drew it there just to let the audience know my stop loss. Looks pretty good so far. It popped pretty quickly. You can see the spread is pretty wide, right? But it hit 308 for the slight second, but I missed it. It happened so fast. I was thinking maybe it could hit right here, like 309 or mid 308s, but it barely hit 308 and it just pulled back. I'm like, oh, okay, I missed it. That's the bottom line. I missed the profit target. And then the next candle. And then, bam, I'm out. Screw that. So minimize my loss. Notice I have a stop loss here, but I cut right here. So that was a $50 loss because only 100 shares. But at this point, yeah, I was up like 200 bucks ish, but it happened to fast go and take it. But the risk to reward is pretty good, right? Risk 50 bucks to make 200, but unfortunately, it happened too fast for me. Because MRNA moves pretty fast. So that was a pretty bummer. I was up and I didn't want to take profit. Well, it didn't hit my target price in the first place. So, oh well, next trade. And then it just go down. AMD. This, I would say, a little bull trap. Could be a bullet trap right here. Yeah, that's a bullet trap because you're gonna dot reversal and bounce back down. Yep, the whole entire time I just watch and wait and wait and wait. Meanwhile, chit chat with my friends too. Cause I'm not gonna sit there at 5. The way I trade, guys, is if I don't see this candle, right? Cause people think I actually sit and stare at the computer screen. No, I don't. If I see like this, okay, guys, I'm gonna walk away. 5 minutes later, 10 minutes, I come back. Cause each of these candle represents 5 minutes, right? So I don't stare at the computer like like most people think I would. I'll be checking my phone, texting and stuff, talking, just to enjoy my morning, have my coffee and everything, not just stare at the computer screen like most people think I would do. Because I remember these are 5 minutes, even 10, 15 minutes. Notice I have a 15-minute here and the hour here. So that doesn't mean you have to stare at the computer, every single minute. No, 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 not at all. So here I'm just checking AMD, and I don't know if you saw that or not. Let me go back. Oh man, hold on. Too fast. I was checking how low can AMD go on the daily. I want to show you guys. See right there? So right here I knew, okay, around 141. Checking, see how low it can go. Notice it's been bouncing off of this 6 EMA for quite a while. So I have an idea, okay. But unfortunately, I kind of missed it. It's kind of funny. But that the support is 404, 141, but that doesn't mean it's gonna hold. It could break. So AMD, I enter right there, 42 and a half. Okay. Meanwhile, just watching other stocks as AMD doing its thing. Now I enter Moderna, still in AMD. I think, yeah, and now I enter Moderna the second time. So now I change this to AMD so you guys can see. Meanwhile, I'm in Moderna. And then this one, the market started pull back. So I'm like, oh, okay, I need to get out. So cut my loss right there, slightly below that. That was like a $350-ish, $300, I don't know, something like that, loss. It's kind of fun. Only 100 shares can lose so much about this 3 points. AMD. AMD didn't hit my stop loss, so I decided to get out. right there, my little pullback. So I'll wait for the little bounce back and just get out. So kind of break even on that one. And then I think I decided to jump back in again the second time. Meanwhile, DocuSign is still falling and falling. So again, I enter AMD right there. The second time, second trade. Because it's retesting this right here. This didn't really spook me out. What I was thinking at that time was, okay, if this breaks below this candle, I need to get out. But fortunately, that didn't happen, so I still in the trade. Cause it bounced after that, and there you go. Small little bounce. I tried to give it time for it to hit this right here, because that's the next resistance. It just couldn't do it. Again, today is such a negative day, you know? So many bullet traps. So I got out. Oops, too fast. Yeah, I got out. Small little gain. Now reduce my loss to 266. I think that's all I did for today that I captured. Yeah, that's it. And then I made one last trade. Minimize this. So now the market's still open. Obviously, you can see that it's still moving. Let me put up the clock because I'm recording this right now when the market's still open. There we go. It's only 10 o'clock right now, California time. So I traded SKWS off camera because right when I'm about to make this video, I'll make a recording. I like, oh, let's make a quick trade right here, real quick. So I enter right here. You can see Skyworks. The time is right there. The time is right here. The pretty good formation, right? Stochastic slowly crossing over. A bunch of higher lows. So I got in. I try to give it time. I really try to give it time. Again, it just so much bull traps, right? So I got out, I think on this candle right here, right? 28, yeah, this candle right here. And then it tanked. But then it's funny, it just popped right back up. Like, what the heck, right? So it tricked me right there. But then this is pretty, I'm pretty sure it's probably scared a lot of people too. So I got out right here, and then this happened, and that happened. It's just all over the place today. Very hard day to trade today in the market. So I'm down negative 250 bucks pretty much. Small little red day for me. Very manageable because I trade small size. Like I trade 100 shares today, not big size. Okay, so let's answer some of the questions and comments. One of them was PayPal. So PayPal, well, it's kind of laggy. I'm in PayPal trade also for one of my portfolio. It's a long swing trade. I got in around 202, 203, couple like last week or something, like right here. I got in at one point. I was up, but I thought at that time, okay, am I filling this gap right here? Right, there's a gap right here. I decided not to sell. Now today going back down. So now I'm down the hole. But the funny thing is, I didn't go big. I only went small size. You know, just as initial entry because I know PayPal is on a downtrend. So now is PayPal a buy at this point? My answer is no. If you're a long-term investor, yeah, sure, go ahead. Because you're long-term, you don't care, right? You hold it 10 years, 5 years. There's a lot of people claim I'm a long-term investor, 5, 10 years. I don't know. Hold 10 years is a pretty damn long time. For me, I can't even see 5 years from now. I don't know, what about 10 years? You know what I mean? Unless you buy this in your retirement, makes sense. But you buy this individual and you claim it long term, I kind of question sometimes. But in the short term, I see this go more down. Okay, so here's the weekly chart right here. You can clearly see, right, a bunch of lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, and lower low. Look at that. See? It just keep going. See lower low, lower low, lower low. That's how I read the candlestick formation. Where's the reversal? I don't see it. So therefore, I think it could go much lower. That's why I haven't bought any more. So the last time was right here that I bought. Now, so my next target that I'm looking to see is 167. It's gonna hold or not. So just give it more time. It probably reach down there and retest that anyways. Now let's go to the monthly chart. Aha, see that again around 160. So look, sloping down, sloping down. So it could hit 161 or 160, somewhere in that price range. So that is where I'm watching PayPal. Now, if I pull the Fibonacci retracement up, it'll be the same price or similar price. Damn, it's really lagging. So just go right here, the massive run up. So let's go to right here. See, 61. It's around 71, 60, somewhere right here. So this is where I would like to add some more shares. But this also depends too how the candle formation. Maybe wait till next month. But as you can see, these represent 1 month, right? 1 month. It's just a bunch of higher lows and higher lows. Notice the cross right here, very dangerous because if this cross, it's gonna take a while for it to go back up. Because this is a monthly chart, not the weekly or the daily, monthly chart. So that's PayPal. Now let's talk about some of the EV play right here. So let's start off with Tesla. Tesla on the month. Oh, let's go to the daily. Then we go zoom out more. So it looks like you want to retest this 50 EMA. There's a gap right here. So probably feeling a gap too. So at the moment, who knows? I mean, yeah, most likely gonna retest the 1,000. The whole number. But if 1,000 breaks, it may fill in a gap or even retest 800 something. That's the daily. Now let's look at the weekly, the slightly bigger time frame. So you can see it likes to hover around these two moving average, right? So now it's just creating a higher low and a lower high right there. These two are red candles for the week. Again, it could retest 900. There's a gap here. Remember that. So it could probably retest 900. Now the bigger time frame, the monthly chart, you can see since the beginning of before even COVID, it likes to hover around this 6 EMA right here. So again, it can retest 900. So I would not be surprised if Tesla retests the 900, fill in that gap. Neo. So let's go to the daily. There's a gap right here, finally being filled. There's a gap right here, finally being filled. Like I said, for gaps tend to fill over time. It's just a matter of when. Most of the time, not always, most of the time. So these two gaps are filled, so that's a good thing. But now it's still falling, right? High volume. Okay. Let's zoom out a little bit more. Let's go to the weekly. What can we get? Okay, it looks like it's gonna retest 31. It's almost retest right here, right? So I'll be watching 31 to see if it holds. The only part is this is starts sloping down, so it could be more to the downside. No, this is a weekly. This is a pretty big red candle compared to all these candles right here. See these small candles? So obviously the next resistance right here, right? 38, 39, 38 to see if it bounces or not. So it's going to take several weeks for this to rebound if it wants to rebound. Now let's zoom more out to the monthly chart. Monthly chart you can see it's still sloping down. That's why it still hasn't gone back up yet. Um, Maybe 33 would hold, because this is clearly a support right here, the monthly 20 EMA, but who knows? But definitely watch right here at the 30, the whole number. Next is right here, very obvious. I would say right here, 20. If this breaks, this is the next price zone I see. It'd be nice to buy some shares right here, but again, it's pretty risky because it's one of those Chinese stocks. So yeah, make sure you have a tight stop loss if you decide to make this trade. Another popular one is Lee. Man, Lee, I missed Lee until I start, gather all this EV. Man, look at this formation. Oh my gosh, this is like a knife catcher dream. Well, at least my dream. Look at this. Oh my gosh, so nice. Every single red, all those small red, but 5 minutes, and then a green candle shows up. See, this is what I'm talking about, the reversal signal. You need to wait for at least for first green candle, and then low RSI, low stochastic, followed by a higher high and a higher low. Boom, enter right there, and then right uptrend to hit kind of small lift, but you get the idea, right? That's the whole idea of reversal. Man, oh well, I totally missed it, but I just got excited when I see stuff like this. All right, let's go to the daily. Okay, big red candle, retest the 200 right here, sloping down. This is a pretty big red candle, so I'm thinking could be more red in the future. But let's just zoom out a little bit more to the weekly. Okay, right here, as you can see, retest the 27 on the weekly chart. maybe not a bad idea to nibble some shares right here. Resistance obviously is right here, right? This one and then this one. Let's go to the monthly. Monthly. Well, right now this is a new month. Yeah. For now, it's kind of early to see, but we can clearly see the the 6 EMA right here. So another resistance around 30, so $2 upside potential. What other popular one? EV do we have? Ah, Lucid. Let's go to them daily. Okay, so this stock looked like it had a massive run up, a bunch of higher lows, higher low. Now it looks like the trend is broken. Now it's going back down, obviously, to retest this 20 EMA. Volume is decreasing, so but you have to ask yourself fundamentally. It ran from 20, pretty much $20, all the way to almost 60. That's 3x within a month and a half, 2 months. Logically, has the company 3x its size in this short period of time? Most likely the answer is no. So obviously this is just hype and also short squeeze. So I would not be surprised if it fall back down. If Tesla decide to fall back down and stuff like that, it's gonna drag this down with it, guaranteed. So let's go to a bigger time frame. Same thing. It's kind of higher on the weekly right here. When I buy a stock, I like to this and this to be down, not up. So kind of missed the boat already, but who knows? It could probably go even higher. Now these right here have been trapped for like I don't know, since the beginning of the year, called bag holders. So who knows? Maybe it can squeeze up to here and then back down, double top, so all these people can get out, right? So I would not be surprised if it goes back down to here or even pop up to here, 64. But then it'd be hard to break 64 because all these bag holders right here want to get out. And of course, short sellers are going to sell it down too. So that's Lucid. What else can we find? Then the RIVN, the new one. Now this company is all hype, for my honest opinion. They have like what 150 truck, 200 trucks, and a valuation like over I don't know 100 billion at one point, 150 billion, almost 200 billion, right? Fairly hype, obviously, but now it has gone back down a lot. So now you see the daily right here. We can clearly see right lower high, lower high, lower high. So maybe gonna retest 90. If 90 breaks, they're here since IPO. I can see this going way down because originally IPO is around $75 or something like that. In the end, $75 is still high evaluation. So for this stock, I would definitely stay away unless you have tight stop loss. Like it breaks below this right here, which is 95 right here. I get out like 94 or 90, a little bigger stop. I get out. Notice the volume has been decreasing ever since. The hype is over. All these right here are back holders now. Okay, one last one. Xpeng, I think. Well, there's plenty more EV stock, but just go over the popular one. So right here, same thing from 34 all the way. It's almost like double right here in gains within a month. With all the EV move the same direction. So I would not be surprised you're gonna retest all these moving average again. Let's go to the weekly, bigger time frame. Same thing is slowly curving back. This is a big red candle. Holy moly! So this is the weekly. So today you're gonna close today, right? So it kind of give you an idea. If you understand candlestick formation, this is a pretty big. It's like the bear, like hey, bulls. Party's over. You know what I mean? Time to go back down. So I would not be surprised if they're gonna retest all these moving average right here and right here, maybe even to right here. Retest 34. If 34 breaks, easily go down to around 26, right? Unless a miracle happen or something. Another next week, this will be a big green candle where the bulls are in control. At the moment, the bears are in control, just like this right here. See the red, see the green and the red? These are called engulfing candle, right? Bears engulfing candle. Boom, downside. See right here, red to green, almost the same candle size, followed by a higher high. You see, it's kind of reversed a little bit, but hopefully you understand what I'm trying to say in terms of reversal plus confirmation and stuff like that. I think that's pretty it for now. Let's see how long the time. Wow, I didn't expect to talk for 25 minutes. So hopefully you guys have a wonderful week, and I guess I'll see you guys next week. Oh, before I go, sorry, it's getting a little bit long, but let's talk about overall market real quick. 'Cause I found something pretty cool. All right. Okay, let's go back a little more. Notice right here, since for a while, that the QQQ, which is the index, likes to hover around these two moving average. So right now, it looks like I'm going to retest the 20 weekly EMA. The only thing that concerns me is we are barely sloping down. So do watch 375. It may retest the next week or something because who knows? Maybe this could go more down. I don't know. So yeah, that I thought that was pretty cool that we can probably retest it because notice it's been bouncing off of this the entire year already, right? Since last year. If this trend line breaks and this crossover, that might be a lot to the downside. Probably early next quarter because normally the correction happen around January, February of almost every single year. If you, not every single year, but the high probability, like right here, kind of like right here, and especially around '08 right here. See that? More correction. Okay, so I think that's it for now. Just enjoy your day.